We're Saavan's friends from high school. I'm Dilesh.
And I'm Rahul.
Yeah!
We'd just like to say thank you for the open bar, because without it this speech would not be possible.
And before we go any further, can we ask Saavan and Neera to join us on the dance floor? Come on guys, give them a big round of applause. Come on.
Is it recording now?
So come on, ladies and gentlemen, the newlyweds, give them a big round of applause, the newlyweds!
So I guess it's a perfect time for me to say, and I'm sure you'll all agree, that Neera, you look absolutely stunning tonight. You looked great throughout all the occasions, but in particular, you do look absolutely amazing today.
And Saavan, seeing how it is your wedding day, we have to say you didn't brush up too bad either.
So we've known Saavan for about 15 years now. We first met when he joined Claremont as a new kid. Yeah. I remember he turned up to school with his Del Barrow centre parking hairstyle, his LSE shoes, thinking he was a cool kid, showing off his brand new YSL bag. He didn't think he was so cool though when I told him my mum had the exact same bag.
When Saavan asked us to do the speech, at first we were pretty excited that we could expose all of his little secrets. But then Saab gave us a long list of things that we're not allowed to mention. So we promised Saab we wouldn't mention
that trip to Dublin,
the cardigan,
the real reason for his car accident,
his trip to Thailand,
followed by that not so innocent trip to Prague,
and of course all the antics of the stag.
But Saab, don't worry, what happened in Estonia will stay in Estonia.
So, I guess you all want to know how Saavan and Neera met.
Sam, you never told me about that.
So, we're going to tell you how Saavan and Neera met. Once upon a time in Brighton, it was our first night out in town, and we thought we'd go to a club. And then from across the bar, a girl catches Saavan's eye.
For those of you who don't know the meaning of this song, I guess this is our interpretation of how Saavan had already started comparing the beauty of this girl to all the other beautiful things in the world. But come on, really, this is what he was really thinking. So after Saavan finally stops daydreaming, he comes up to us and asks for some advice. So with a little bit of persuasion
And a lot of drinks, Saab finally musters up the courage to go and speak to Neera. After a while, we're wondering how things were going, so we decided to eavesdrop, and we heard Saavan say something like this.
Jumma, 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 Jumma,
So, a few few weeks later, after Brian, I asked Sav how things are going with Neera since I had just met this girl. And I'm pretty sure these were the exact words she said to me.
Most of you know the rest. So we've known Sav for quite a while now. So Neera, for you, what we've done to help you get through living with him, we've put together what we call the Saavan Survival Kit.
Come on, bros.
So first, we have Saavan's contact solution. This is Saavan's go-to excuse for heading home on every night out.
Next, we have the old famous vellum. Neera, this is not for making rotli, but for tapat.
Some of you may not know this, but irrelevant of the weather, location, or occasion, Saavan has this ridiculous tendency to wear several layers of clothing. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he's wearing 2 t-shirts and some jogging bottoms underneath that suit right now. So Neera, just in case of emergency, we've got some t-shirts in just in case for sure. Where's the rest?
Got one more. Alright, what else have we got in here? Oh yeah. We have Sav's reading glasses.
This is his spare reading glasses.
We have Sav's driving glasses.
This is his spare driving glasses.
We have Sav's television glasses.
Guess what? Sav's spare TV glasses.
We have Sav's listening glasses.
That's right, his listening glasses.
And Neera, I guess you can have the rest of these too.
So Sav, normally in a best man speech, we're meant to give you some sort of marriage advice. But seeing as neither of us are married, it's not really the kind of book advice we can give you. But Sav, what we can say is that your level of domestic skills really does need to improve.
That's right, Sav. First of all, you must find where the kitchen is and learn what those mysterious objects contained within them actually do.
And gone are the days of hitting speed dial and calling kebabish. Saavan, it's about time we learn how to cook. Today, Saavan's greatest culinary masterpiece is beans on toast. And even on that occasion, the beans were missing and the bread wasn't toasted.
And after you eat, Sav, you know that wet area in the kitchen? It's called a sink. Get familiar with it. The more you use it, the more Neera will love you.
So I'm sure Sav's mum, dad, and his younger brother Suraj will agree with all the above. Actually, Suraj, why don't you come and say some words?
Thanks, Dilesh, Rahul. Well, to be honest, Dilesh, you guys are saying he may need to change, but I think he has changed recently. There was once a time when he wore what Mum thought was best for him, as you can see. Not looking too bad there, son. It's good, isn't it? It's now, sorry, not looking too bad. It changed. I'm sure Mum, Dad, you know this already, but when you went away, our friends would be over, beers, pizza boxes everywhere, the kitchen would be a mess. It usually would be Saavan the one to encourage all of this. But then, one day, he said to me, politely in fact, going, Suraj, do you mind if I just have a friend over here? And I'm like, yeah, well, why do you need to ask? Why do you ever ask? And he said, oh, cool, thanks, man, thank you. And then he walks into the kitchen and he goes, Suraj, just take a look at all this mess. You clean up once in a while. Well, Saavan, you've never once said that to me in your life. then I was realised, not just anyone coming over. Now, I'm not sure if many of you know, Neera met all of our wider family in possibly the worst of circumstances when our Dada sadly passed away last year. And me and Saavan were both really close to him, and Dada and her got along instantly before he passed. And she was there every day for 2 weeks by his side, supporting him and the family. And it was then that when our family actually really knew how much of a great person she was. And I kind of... No, even I can, from then I was thinking, yeah, she's definitely the one for you, Sam. And on that note, I'd just like to say to Neera, on behalf of everyone in the room, thanks for those 2 weeks as well. You really did support us, and you couldn't have made a better first impression. And I'd just like to welcome you to the family, and I wish you both the very best for the future.
It's all nice from now, Sam, it's all nice. So, on a serious note from us, and on behalf of all the boys, Sam, we just want to say, genuinely, you're our best mate. It's been a privilege to be your best mate today, and to be your best friends in your life so far.
And Neera, as we said before, you look absolutely stunning. There's not much else we can say apart from that. Honestly, we've never seen Sav happier than since he's been with you. I truly believe we keep it all together. So without any further ado, we'd like everyone to raise their glasses and give a toast to Saavan and Neera and wish them love, laughter and a happy ever after.